Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Sugar Queen, and this is a Sugar Queen Machine video. You should be able to see my plugs here for all my stuff. Sugar Queen Music, and Sugar Queen Music, Sugar Queen Machine, and Sugar Queen Shoots. Um, so the Sugar Queen thing. This video is probably going to be a little bit long because I'm going to be shoveling out all my van life content that I have thus far, and just to get up to date. And then after this video, you're going to find some shorter videos with just what I did for the week. I'm probably going to be doing weekly or once or twice a week van life videos. And this setup makes it easier. This setup here is for my music, actually, my sessions live, and I use this program called OBS. And recording and editing videos for me is taking up a lot of time. Like, it's really some people don't realize how much time and energy it really takes to record, and I'm kind of a perfectionist, which slows me down a lot. So this is take 2 of this video, and I hope that it stays at take 2 because I'm such a perfectionist. I'm like, take three, and it takes so long for me to put together a good video. But this OBS is going to allow me to share screen and put together videos far easier and quicker than what I was doing before, which was like recording the content, and then I was recording content on different things. Like right now I'm currently on my webcam, but then I record stuff on my phone, and then I also record stuff on my camera, and then but I edit everything on my phone in iMovie. So trying to get the files from wherever it is to my phone and then edit it in and upload it, it's just been a long process. So this program is definitely a game changer for me. So y'all definitely gonna see more content coming out because this makes it way easier. So I have some talking points here for this video. I'm just going to this is a van life video. It's about the Sugar Queen machine. So I have here where it all started, why am I living a van life, when did I start, how did I do it, and then update and some photos, and how y'all can stay up to date with my van life content. So I'm winging it here. Hopefully still one take. My mic is popping. Hopefully that stops. But so these are easier too. When I do my music, if you know me, the Sugar Queen Music, I like to get all like dolled up and cute or whatever. But my van life videos are going to be more casual, like this. I'm going to be doing 3 music videos a week. So, and then on my off days, I don't have time for the makeup and the outfits. Like it's work, especially in van life. So on my off days, I'm literally off and comfortable. I don't have time to be worried about eyeliner or lashes or none of that. And so this is a comfortable van life video. So these are what y'all gonna see weekly or twice a week. Probably twice a week. I'll just do them on my off days, and all I gotta do is set this up, hit record, and bam, it makes it so easy. So I'm babbling, but I'm not gonna do another take, or I'm gonna try so hard not to have to do another take. This is my van life chair squeaking here, so ignore that. But I'm gonna get that worked on. So we'll get into that later. So where it all started is the first take here. So I usually don't talk about my past that much. A lot of people just know who I am from the surface or who I am today. They don't. It's funny. Like the other day, I was like, "Well, I'm from South Central too." It was a celebrity talking about that, and they were like, "Jerry, you're really from South Central?" I was like, "You know me for 3 years. You didn't know I was from Los Angeles." So a little bit about me. I was born in Los Angeles, California, in '88, and I lived there significant chunk of my childhood with my parents, my family, my grandma, aunts, uncles, my brothers, sisters. There was a lot of us there in Cali, and then after Cali, I moved to Georgia. So that was so at 6 or 7 years old, I traveled across the entire country. So I would, just in thinking about this video and preparing for this video, I was like, I was trying to think in myself because I get that question a lot. Like, why? Why do you want to live a van life? Why? Why? How did this? And if I just track back to my life, it comes down to what I think traveling across the country as a young child just made my world smaller than most people. Like when I converse with people who've never left their hometown, have been in the same place, their world is so small. But um, me, my whole life, like the whole country was available to me. I felt at least, and I feel like most people don't feel that way. But because my mom drove us, well, she didn't drive, so we flew. That was a flight, so we flew from Cali to Georgia, and then when we moved to Georgia, we stayed there for about a year, and then we moved to New Jersey, and that was a road trip. So then that was my first big road trip ever in my life, and I still remember to this day. It's driving up the coast. We were actually driving New Year's Eve, and I think we made it to the Carolinas. I think we made it to North Carolina, from Georgia to North Carolina, and then we stopped at a hotel and we watched the New Year's countdown at a hotel, and then we continued up the coast and arrived in Jersey, which is where I grew up most of my life. I think I had to turn my mic up because I think I'm talking louder than I have to. But when my mic's up loud, then I know I don't have to talk so loud. So this is a work in progress. Just as much as my my Sugar Queen music videos have improved and upgraded in quality over time. The same thing will be happening with my van life videos, so they might not be too great right now. I'm over here adjusting sound over here on my mixer. I do have this mixer over here for singing, and I'll probably throw in a song at the end of the video. So I will. Where's my ukulele? The ukulele somewhere close by. But I will throw in a song real quick so y'all can hear the sound quality of my mixer. But I'm only using this setup because it's already set up. So that's part of my van life too. Y'all are. I'm gonna share content that's gonna give y'all some better views. But my computer is on the countertop that I built here, and I have lighting here. This is my ring light that I have clipped on here. That ring light also has a something to hold my phone if I'm recording on my phone. And then I have this mic that just stays clipped, and I'm not gonna move it now because something's going on with this cable shorting. But I can just slide it away, and it just stays. It's better when if you're any type of creative, if you're a painter or whatever type of artist you are, the having a setup to do your art is kind of slows you down. So if you have a studio and that's in one spot, and you just gotta go to the studio and record, or go to your art space and just grab your paint and go, that's what makes creating content just that much easier. And that's what's going on here with my whole setup. It just stays unless I go to a hotel, and that's basically the only time I pack it up and bring it in the hotel, because that's going to be the most comfortable place for me to record. But if I'm in the van, it just stays as is. So where it all started, I think I got back to me living in New Jersey. So I lived in New Jersey. My past is what it is. I'm not going to get too many details, but I never had my own room as a kid for a chunk of time until I was a teenager. So for a long time, all I ever had was just a corner or a small space that I could call my own. And that just always made me like small spaces. I just don't mind. Some people like big, open, and it might be a weird thing, but I like a small space. I like to make myself at home and comfortable in a small space. I like when everything's right where I need to be. Like in the van, it took a while to get organized, which most van life videos I watch, that's what they say. They say go on like one or two small trips to see what you need and blah 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 blah. So definitely my first big trip taught me what I need and what I don't need, and got me more organized. But everything in the van is just right here. Let me turn this down. I'm still straining, talking a little bit. But yeah, everything is right where I need it to be. I'm like, all right, makeup. I'm gonna get my hair done. Grab it right there. Okay. snacks right here. And then I have a storage up underneath the desk. And I got rid of the fridge because I can only use it if I'm at a RV hookup. So someone's letting me store my fridge at their place to lighten my load, so I'm not driving around with a refrigerator in the van. But um, when the weather changes and I actually get to park at campsites, I'll get to that later too. But my van is whoever had the van before me was van lifing, so there's a lot of things that were already done, which is why I chose this van. So that's sliding into the why or the how it happened. So, but I'm gonna try to stay in order. But just a little bit about me growing up. I was always an outdoorsy kid. Like I had my little small space wherever I was staying, but I just love to be outside. I was always in the grass. A lot of people don't even know. Someone's asking me why I loved animals so much, and I was like, there was always an animal in the backyard I was befriending, whether it was a squirrel or a stray cat, or even I remember there was a bird I was feeding at one time in my childhood. So I was just always outside, always running around. So that's where van life comes into play. You're not stuck in one spot. So where it all started is just my upbringing, my mom having traveled us around the country. Like even after we moved to different places, she still took us to visit those places. So like I still remember flying to Cali and flying to other places growing up. So just that mentality, like this whole in my world, like Cali's right there. That's how my brain like thinks. Like somebody might be like, I could never go to Cali. I could never go to Georgia, or I could never go to these places. But me, I'm just like, I just need wheels and gas, and I'm there. That's how my brain thinks. And some people think that's weird, or I mean, I guess it's just not typical for some people. Maybe that's just a van lifer thing. Whenever I watch other van life videos, they seem to have that same mentality. But I meet a lot of people that don't. They seem like visiting or going to another place is so unattainable, but it's really not. Just go. Where it all started. So why van life? So we'll get into my Connecticut history real quick. So I lived after New Jersey. Oh my God, so much stuff in life happened. But I'm a mom. If there's a stranger watching, sometimes I talk to the camera, or talk as if I'm talking to my friends and family and they know me. So I got to remember that there might be some people that don't know me at all watching. So for those who don't know me, I am a chef by trade, so we can get into that for a second. I am a trained pastry chef. I can bake anything you can think of. I can decorate beautiful birthday cakes, wedding cakes. Please don't share out on me here. Let me just adjust this real quick. I hear some mic check, mic check. Okay, that sounds better. Um, so oh yeah, so I'm a trained pastry chef. So I'm the Sugar Queen originally because I at the time when I came up with the Sugar Queen for my Instagram, I had I was actually baking I was baking full time. I had a little startup business going, and I was baking cakes, and I was buying. I had to. There was a point in time where I had so many orders that I needed to buy the big 50-pound bag of sugar from Walmart. My local Walmart had the big size, and I had eventually ended up needing to get a Restaurant Depot card so I can buy all these ingredients in bulk because I was baking so much. But because my business had got to the point where I was buying 50-pound bags of sugar, I was like, I'm just a queen of sugar, 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 and I'm gonna share a sugar showpiece here. I should probably be sharing pictures while I'm talking, but I think I want to get through these topic talking points and then get to the pictures. So why van life? Because I moved all over the place. I miss these places. Like I lived in these places and it was home while I was there, and the environment was home and the people were home. So when I ended up in Connecticut, I was paying rent and I was rarely home. I just like, why am I paying rent and I'm gone? Like I'd get up in the morning, shower, get ready, and leave, and then end up back home just to shower and get in bed. And it's like, why am I paying rent when I'm always gone? I'm never here. And then I started seeing the post van life. I remember the first time I was actually contemplating van life way back when I was in New Jersey. I'm gonna say back in like 2015, 2016 was when probably the first time van life had popped up on my social media. Definitely social media brought this to my attention. I can't think of any other sources that brought van life to my attention or brought it or planted the idea in my head. I think it was Instagram, and I just was like, oh my God, like these people just building a van and they get to go wherever they want to go and see these amazing places that all I want to see. My mom took us up the coast, up the East Coast, and I saw the mountains in Virginia. I just saw so much beautiful landscapes and I wanted to see them again. And at the time in Connecticut as well, I was working a job and I only had 2 weeks vacation time. So I was like, how am I going to see the country in 2 weeks? Like, I can't, I want to see the country. So I quit that job. I actually served my notice for that job before COVID, which is kind of crazy. So it was a really scary situation I ended up in. We're not going to get into too many details about that, but all the good thing is everything worked out. So it was a crazy spot to have been in, but at the end of it all, everything's working out. So there's no need to worry. But yes, I served my notice to quit my job, and then COVID-19 hit the USA, and I was like already training my replacement for my position, and I'm like, oh my God, everything shut down, and I just quit my job. So that took me to Mississippi, where my dad had a house for me to stay in. So I've been in Mississippi for the most part since ever since March 2020. I have been down in Mississippi, which is a great experience. It just a lot of people even said it; they could just see it on my face. I just fit in there. The South just fits good with me. Just me being the outdoorsy person that I am. That's why it fits me so good. I'm not a homebody. I'm not sitting at home staring at the TV, sitting on the couch. I want to be outside. I want to feel the sun. Growing up in the Jersey Shore, I guess that gives me the sun. Like I was at the beach a lot, and I just love the sun hitting my skin. I'm like, why do I want to be sitting inside and the sun is shining? If the sun is shining, I'm outside. So yeah, van lifing, just the appeal of going out and seeing all these things that I had already seen and wanting to see more. I want to see the country. I'm in this country. Why am I stuck in this one spot and I only have 2 weeks vacation? I was like, 2 weeks vacation is not enough. And they're like, oh, you can work your way up. And when you work here this amount of years, you get 4 weeks vacation. I don't want 4 weeks vacation either. So this is just me taking a risk in life, quitting my job and saying, I'm out of here. I'm not happy in this situation. I'm not getting any younger, so I gotta do something. So my van life, it might sound crazy to a lot of people, but I was like, I gotta get out of this state. I gotta get out of this situation. I was also in a pretty bad neighborhood. There had been 2 shootings outside of my window, literally, before I moved. So I was like, I gotta get out of here. I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. I don't see my future here. I gotta go. And I have no regrets. Left that job on good terms as far as I know. I still talk to some of my coworkers. And so when is this next thing? So when I found this van on Facebook Marketplace. So this is a Ford Eagle Line van. It's one of the common vans of choice for van lifers. These vans typically will run to 250,000 miles. So I was like, that's the appeal. And I have a close family friend, my dad's neighbor down in Mississippi, who turned out to be a mechanic. So when I started talking about doing van life, that's when it turned up. Oh wow, he's a mechanic, perfect. So we go together to go get the van, so he can look at the hood and make sure everything's sound under the hood and whatnot. So that's what happened. So he came with me. The van, and whoever had the van before me was van lifing, and so the previous owner of this van had a mobile barbershop going out of here, and he was camping in it. So the van's insulated all the way around. There's inserts there's what's the word? Reflective inserts in the windows. You can probably see. You see some here. These are. I'm gonna get them doubles. Can you? No, you can't really see it. Whatever. But anyways, the Reflectix is in all the windows. And then there's 3 layers of wood. I think it's two. Yeah, it's two layers of plywood on the floor. They did the floor and carpeting before I got it. But that was already done. So it's insulation and 2 layers of plywood and then the carpet on the floor. So that kind of holds some heat too. And yeah, so and then there's the plug ups. So I have I can plug into a water source outside and a power source at a campsite. So the old previous owner had that installed, and then there's 6 outlets running across this back side of the van. You see that when the pictures come. And so how I've always been handy when I was growing up. I'm trying to speed it up because this video is probably getting long. But when I was growing up, my mom we moved into our first home, and the home was built from scratch. So there was a bunch of tools left in the garage. Like after the house was done and we moved in, there was a bunch of tools left behind. So anytime something went wrong in the house, growing up, like during my teenage years, I just went to the garage and there was always a tool because the house was built with these tools, I guess. There's always the tools I needed to fix things. So I was just always fixing things around the house. Sinks leaking, got it. Cabinets falling apart, got it. Like I just always been handy. So I actually built this me and myself. We'll get into those photos later. So I won't talk too much about the how because the photos are going to explain that better. So the update is just that so after I finished the van, it's still a work in progress actually, but my goal was to get it road ready. So I was like, I need the bed, the countertop, the sink, bathroom situation, cabinets for storage, and that's what I need. The refrigerator, that's gonna make it road ready, or in the power source. So I was like, that's road ready. So that was only the goal. So it's still a work in progress, but the goal was to get it road ready, which is what it is, and to take it on trips. And ever since it's been road ready, I took it. So we drove to Memphis twice. Those like test trips. And then we did Georgia, so Mississippi to Georgia. And then we drove up the coast. Oh, we did North Carolina and up the coast to Connecticut. So I traveled with my dad's neighbor that first trip, my dad's mechanic neighbor. So we did that first trip, like that swoop up the coast, that Nike sign up the coast, and came back down. So now I'm back in Connecticut solo. And I'm sticking around because I got some work that I'm working on with music. So follow at SugahQueenMusic on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and you'll get the updates on my shows. I got this Sessions live gig going on, but I'm gonna keep this a van life video. But follow me at SugahQueenMusic. I'm sticking around in Connecticut, like I said, because of these music opportunities that I have. But after probably the 28th, which is my next big performance, I'm probably leaving. I hate the winter in the Northeast. This is probably the last winter I'll spend in the Northeast. Well, I could get a better heating situation. We'll get into that later. But a better heating situation might do the trick. But then you still have to leave the van in the cold. So I have no intentions on ever again being in the Northeast during a wintertime van life. I don't know what I was thinking. I actually didn't think. I was just like, go, 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 go. So if there's anything I regret, it is coming to the Northeast in the winter. But things are still working out. It's not as bad. It's not terrible. I'm still enjoying myself. This is still a fun experience. This is what I asked for. This is what I wanted. And I'm traveling and seeing the things that I want to see, which is all I wanted. I wanted to see my family, so I got to see my cousin in Georgia and my sister. My cousin and her kids and her sister, who I wouldn't have been able to see if it wasn't for this van. And coming back to Connecticut and then eventually going to Cali. I'm going to see these places from my past that were good experience. Like Cali was, that's the beginning of my life. Like That's what when I think my childhood, I think California, and I just want to be there. And I shouldn't. I didn't like that I had to wait and schedule it, like having an hourly wage job and having only 2 weeks. Like, where can I go? I got family here. I got family in Texas. I got family in Georgia. I got family in the Carolinas. I got family all over the place. Utah, Nevada, Cali, and having 2 weeks vacation. Like, how am I going to see them? I can't. So this is me just living an alternative life. Trying to earn hourly wage job is not the only way to earn a living, which is something I've always known. But I just got caught up. Everyone felt the pressure of everyone. You need to get a regular job. You need that stability. Blah blah blah. That's what you want. You're trying to project what you want for your life onto me. But the reality is, I have no desire to live that way. I'm a creative. I was literally born in California, which is if you don't know anybody from Cali, or if you don't know anybody to compare, there's definitely a difference. At least in my generation, these kids these days have cell phones and they're exposed to a lot more. But as a kid growing up, young little kid me living in California saw all types of eccentric people. Like, I saw, like, we'd walk down the beach and I'd see guys in Speedos, I'd see drag queens, I'd see people with different color hair, people dressed in all types of crazy outfits. I just see all types of people on a day-to-day basis. And then when I go to New Jersey, I find a lot of closed-minded people, and it's just really because they're not exposed to all those eccentrics. So I've always just been artsy and open-minded, just because what I saw as a child. I saw the most vibrant, creative people in Hollywood, California, walking up and down the streets, and that was normal to me. So when I got to a place, a small town, and people are like, "That's weird to dress like that," like if they see someone dressed a certain way, they're weird, making fun of people. I'm like, why are they being made fun of? Like, that's, to me, that's the norm. Like, in my world, that's normal for people to be dressed in crazy colors. But I guess in small towns it's a different environment. But so yeah, Cali girl out here, and according to my list, it's time for photos. So let's get to some photos. Can y'all hear me breathing? I can hear myself breathing, but I think I can hear myself pretty good from here. So I'm gonna lean back a little bit. I hate this squeaky chair, but FYI, random fact: this chair is going after when I get back to Mississippi. Is when I'll not just when I get back to Mississippi, when the weather changes is when I'll start working on the van again. But this chair is going. I hate this chair. It's not a right spot. And I want this space clear. It's taking up space. Just being bolted down, it's a good space for a chair that comes and goes. So this spot is good for me to slide probably a chair from out from under here and pop it open and sit. But this squeaky chair being here is just not. It has to go. It's gonna go eventually. So these are my live streams here. Where am I going? Oh, there. So, I wonder if I should start from the bottom though. I wish I could see the previews. I think I'm just gonna start from this end. Go that way. Okay. So this is just turn the audio down for a little bit, or I can play it a little. So this video here is a collaboration of my content. So this is me trying to kill two birds with one stone. That's a funny saying, being that there's two birds on the screen, but this is me trying to kill two birds with one stone. So I was like, I'm gonna put out photography / van life content and music content at the same time. So that's me singing Underdog in the background. And this is just footage of some swans I saw at the park. I like to hang out at the parks. Some people were like, "You're at Beardsley Park again?" or "You're at Seaside again?" And it's mostly people who grew up in Bridgeport because I guess these things are normal to them. They see these places all the time. But for me, I've never been. I've never. I love the ocean. I love the water. So it's I don't. I will go here every day, and it's okay with me. I'll get bored with it eventually. But this is the somebody from Bridgeport comment and let me know if I'm right. Is it the Housatonic River? Is it the Housatonic River? This is. And then this here is Seaside Park, Bridgeport. I like to hang out at Seaside Park as well. Both parks are open from like 8 to 8. So, so I can be at the parks from 8 to 8. And which way am I going? This way. This is another video of me trying to collab my van life adventures and my music. I'm not sure if I uploaded this one. This is a draft because then after I realized I didn't mute the video sounds, I probably redid it. What else got here? So this is just video of me bonfiring in Mississippi. Something I've always liked. I would bonfire in my mom's backyard in Jersey. Growing up, just me being the outdoorsy kid growing up, I like to do those things. Grilling is something I like to do, which is great for van lifing. This is just another some seaside footage. That was some ship out there. I thought it was pretty. It looked it's not a good view there, but it was the prettiest red in person. The sun is just hitting it at this weird angle, but it was the prettiest bright red, like it was a new ship. And so that's that's just me recording the Bridgeport air pollution out there. Where am I here? This is Connecticut too. I'm not sure what that mountain's called, but I know it's significant, and I know this is also indigenous land in Connecticut, and I'm pretty sure the indigenous people had a name for that peak. So if you know, let me know, but I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, see it there. One thing I do like about Connecticut is that after Bridgeport, you keep going north, some pretty landscapes. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I almost regret living van life in the winter. Yeah, but so FYI, if anybody's worried about me, I do have a few places I can crash when I need a warm bed, and I also will grab a hotel too if necessary. So I'm not out here freezing. As long as I am warm, I stay in the van. But if I'm not warm, then I'm not staying in it. I'm not gonna freeze to death. I don't have any reason to. So this is another. That bird thought I had some food. It's the snow dusting over at Seaside Park. I guess I'm at Seaside Park more than I thought. I'm actually currently at Seaside Park. This is up, I believe, Shelton, Ansonia. I think that's the Housatonic River as well, but it just gets bigger right there than it is at Beardsley Park. And some pretty landscapes up here. I like the rock formations in Connecticut. I like a lot. Oh, there was a nice view I was trying to capture. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was trying to capture. This is what van life is about. If you're in Connecticut, that's nothing to you. You're like, I see that every day, but I don't see that every day, and some people don't. So I like to just capture these moments and capture these views. We got Seaside over here again, and I'm just kind of clicking through Seaside. I love the water. I grew up on the beach on both coasts. I originally, like I said, I grew up in Cali on the coast, so I was in the Pacific Ocean, and then growing up as a teenager and the rest of over here on the Jersey Shore in the Atlantic Ocean, and actually in the ocean. Like, I actually love to be in the water, see the water. Something about bodies of water is just my thing. Seaside over here. Okay, so I guess we'll go back to this. This is a video I had meant to voice over. 30 seconds. No, this isn't the one because it would have been like 8 minutes. and I guess I will upload that video separate, like I was, instead of adding 8 minutes to this video. So that's just another picture of the Houstonic. Snowing in Connecticut again. Little ships. We got the sunset over here. Oh, I didn't catch it. I have a good picture of it, but not sure where, but it's endless snow this winter. Just snow, 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 snow. Oh. Yep. I love a nice hill. That's me cruising down a hill. I believe Connecticut. Is this Connecticut? No, this is not Connecticut. This is most likely Virginia, actually. The Allegheny Mountains in Virginia. I'm looking for a street sign. Let me see if I can find a street sign. That's gonna tell me. I don't know what that was. Here we go. Yeah, definitely not Connecticut. But like I said, very most likely Virginia. I remember that's where it got snowy. And then when I got to like Maryland, whatnot, it hadn't snowed there. So then it was clear. So Virginia, this is me coming up to Connecticut from Mississippi, and this is me passing through Virginia, and I ran into some snow. It ended up stopping, so I kept going. But if it had kept snowing, yeah. It's a pretty mountain. I got off to get gas, and I saw that pretty mountain, the snow on it. Had to capture it. I think I just missed the street sign. Yep. Well, whatever that is. Grayson Highlands State Park, Virginia too. So I'm also familiar with Virginia. I didn't mention that in the beginning, but I did my college internship in the mountains in Virginia at a ski resort called the Homestead. So I spent 5 months in Virginia when I was in college, and I got familiar with Virginia and saw the mountains. I wish I could show those photos, but I'm looking at these mountains over here, and it's reminding me of the mountains near my internship, and I have a very similar photo with the snowy from years ago, like probably like '07. It had to be '05. I was in Virginia, and looking just like this, same mountain range. I hope I'm not wrong saying the Allegheny Mountains. Let me look that up. I hope I'm not wrong. Yeah, so it doesn't say on this map, but if I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section. Correct my ignorance nicely, please. Okay. This is me in my van with just a different backdrop. So I can't see myself right now anymore because I'm in the share screen. But that was just me doing a video with a different backdrop. I actually like that a little better, so I might use that for my next video. What we got here, that is the Mississippi River, actually, in Arkansas. I had went over the bridge, crossed over the bridge from Mississippi to Arkansas. This is when I was going to Texas, so I drove for Christmas. We quarantined for 14 days, and we drove from Mississippi to Texas. So I pulled over and got this view of the Mississippi over here. Apparently, this is a good fishing area too. Like not right over the bridge, because this is where it's probably a real bit busy traffic. But if you were to keep going um, to the left, I heard that it's good fishing over there. This is the Jersey Shore. That's just a quick video. This is St. Mary's in Bridge. Is this the Jersey Shore? Gotta be Jersey. I'm not sure what. Yeah, this is Jersey Shore. It's weird that. Oh, well, it's just they're not in order because I was transferring files, so they're not exactly in order and by date. That's what's going on. So this is when that hurricane came through. I don't know the date stamp. You know, does it have the date stamp on here? I don't see the date stamp, but yeah, some hurricane was off the coast of Connecticut, and it caused the waves to be really high over at St. Mary's in Black Rock, and I happened to get some footage. These are the cotton fields in Mississippi, Tennessee. Yep, cotton fields on top of cotton fields on top of cotton fields. Like probably, oh, that's my kitty. So he actually went missing, but this is a little kitten that I had for a couple of months, and he was a joy. We're still hoping that he would turn up, but he's down in Mississippi. He's so friendly. The chances are he's not lost. Chances are someone scooped him up. But all my biggest hope is that someone nice scooped him up. This is me off fishing with my friend D. Did a whole lot of fishing down in Mississippi, part of van life in 2. So once the weather warms up, definitely going to be at campsites fishing left and right for van life. This here, just us fishing again. It's the this is I forgot what it's called, but this isn't the actual Mississippi, but it's a body of water that comes off of the Mississippi, and yeah, but it's actually not the Mississippi. I thought it was, and then when I actually saw the real Mississippi, I was like, whoa, it's huge compared to here. But just also things I would have never seen if it wasn't for van life. Like how many people actually saw the Mississippi River? I know a lot of people who have not. This is the Winterville Indian Mounds I was at over here. It's just me recording some clouds. Let me turn this volume down. So some water there. See if you can see the mounds back there. That's a mound back there, an Indian mound. If you don't know much about those, I might put a link to a video in the description about the Winterville Indian Mounds, and just about the Indian Mounds overall. It's a part of American history that I don't know about y'all school, but I did not learn about the Indian Mounds all up and down the Mississippi River. They're all up and down the Mississippi River. They were just as much as the Egyptian people were trading up and down the Nile. The Native Americans were communicating and trading up and down the Mississippi. And this is just one of the mound sites that I had the privilege of seeing. It was actually about 15 minutes from me, so I went there a lot. You might see some more pictures. Another bonfire. It's always I was very often setting bonfires in the backyard when I was down there in Mississippi. And marshmallows, s'mores, the whole shebang. Another fire. I think I got that in slow-mo. Let's see. No. Maybe. No. I had it in slow-mo on my phone. Oh, maybe. Is it going to do slow-mo here? Nah. But it was pretty cool looking in slow-mo. I don't think I got it. But this is me working on the van. So there's some pallets. So this here is, I think I'm going the wrong way because it's the finished product. But it's okay. We'll just go backwards. It is what it is. So that's my countertop here for the van. Part of it. It's me. I stained and polyurethaned it. So I actually burned it. So let's go. Let me see where I'm at. Oh, so let's get back and then go the right way. So we'll go from where. Okay. Well, we'll do this real quick and then we'll go back there this way. So this is one of the Indian mounds. Or yeah, there's two together. There's actually three and a small one. So these are literally thousands of years old and still holding their integrity. There's a little bit about how they were built, and it was a lot of pack and dirt. They were all built by hands by the Native Americans, and like I said, thousands of years ago. They're still there. Um, that particular site, apparently, there had been a fire that was documented, and then those peoples that were living there, they still come. Actually, like annually, there's some Native American festival at that site, but the peoples of that site ended up moving and joining another civilization. But that particular site had a fire or something. That's historic. This is just me working on the bed in the van. So, trying to figure out what I got going on. I think I was sanding I'm not sure what I was doing, but I'm just overall building the bed. Looking a whole hot mess. So it's a slide out bed. So for space reasons, so it slides in and gives me some space. And I have a memory foam mattress. So I literally just fold it, not in half, but I fold it like a couch kind of. And I have bungee cords that hold it in place, and it turns the bed into kind of like a couch, like a futon, versus a bed, and then gives me that space to walk through the van. So that space here, this space here, when the bed's in, so my countertop probably goes to like here, well, this space is open, but the countertop goes to like here. But when this is closed, I can walk through that space. That's just me. So this is the sink situation going on. So I had measured this hole for the sink and cut that out, and was just getting going on the sink slash countertop project. It's just me sanding down the countertops. You gotta sand it down and wipe it down before you stain it and polyurethane it. So this is me trying a technique I had saw online. So I was burning the wood just for a visual effect. I think it turned out pretty cool. So the wood was just regular before, if you could see the rest of it. And then so I torched it, and this is another video of me torching it. So yeah, I torched it for that effect. And let's keep going. So that's after I torched it all the way. And just it torched again. So I guess I didn't get in videos of me staining it, but I stained it with, they do have colored wood stain, but I used fabric dye. There was a fabric dye tutorial video I saw on how to stain wood, and I chose that method, and I think it worked out. So that's fabric dye, stained and polyurethane wood. I could actually use like another 2 coats of polyurethane, but this will do for now. But down the road, I probably will add another layer or 2. But polyurethane is food safe, so you can wipe it down, sanitize it down, and it's food safe. So I am a chef. I haven't been cooking on the road this trip at all, just being the winter and blah blah blah, and me working on all types of music projects and whatnot. It's been a lot of takeout, but this is just me preparing for the future. So I do plan on cooking in my van, so I needed a food safe countertop. So let's start again. So I guess we gotta go back this way. Sorry, y'all. This is comfortable video, and the next ones will be short. So yeah, those are the mounds there. Um, hmm. Oh, this is after the flood. So Hurricane Delta, they called it. This is some aftermath of Hurricane Delta. All of this was flooded, and so this is a little bit had gone down. Though this is more when it was a little higher. So this was one day, and then this footage is the next day. This is Bass Pro Shop in Memphis, Tennessee. I believe in gun rights, and I'm pro guns. I'm pro gun control, but I like guns. Random fact about me. And there's nothing wrong with that. We have a right to bear arms, and we have a right to protect ourselves. So this is me looking at some guns at Bass Pro Shop in Memphis. But yeah, I'm pro guns, but definitely gun control. These mass shootings gotta stop, and it's really about getting guns, making sure the right people can't get them, not taking them away from everyone. It's just about making sure the right people, the wrong people, don't get them. These are some giant catfish that they had there, and it was funny. We went. There was a restaurant in there. I think you can see it right here. It says like Uncle Buck's. And they didn't have catfish on the menu. We were like, they got all these catfish and they don't have catfish on the menu. They didn't have fish on the menu at all. But this is more cotton fields on top of cotton fields on top of cotton fields, and we're gonna get to a picture too of how they ship it out. I saw the trucks. I got pictures of the trucks. Cotton fields, so much cotton. Just some footage of the van. So this is underneath the bed. I made it that tall because I wanted the space. I wanted that storage space underneath, and it's working out. I need that space. Let's see, vacuum in and out. I have that vacuum with me on the road. Try to keep my van clean. That's the chair there I was telling y'all about that has to go. Like, it's here now, but it has to go. It has to go. Or replaced. I was thinking about some smaller, something from another car. Like if we go to the junkyard and get something and install that and add a seatbelt and stuff too. But something that folds down. But this particular chair, ugh, it does not work, and I hate it. Me working on the van bed. Actually, this design turned out to be flawed. I don't think this is my final design. And then I actually took it apart and I redid it different. Yeah, this, I see what I'm doing, and this I don't know. I hope I have the video, the actual bed, what it actually turned out to be. But yeah, that design, the legs were wobbly, and then I went back to the drawing board, watching more YouTube videos and more carpenter videos of actual carpenters, and I ended up getting a slightly tweaked design, and I redid it. It had some reinforcements in the joints and whatnot, and it's still standing. I'm on the bed and I move around, and it's pretty sturdy. But the first round, it actually, I didn't want to admit it, but it actually fell apart on me. That's what happened. I drove it somewhere local just to, and then I got up on it with my notebook. I was like, I'm gonna sit. It's a nice spot to chill. Got up on the bed, and it was like, and I was like, yeah, this is not working. Let's go back to the drawing board. Yeah, I'm dressed different in this video, so most likely. Oh, this might be the. I'm not sure which one is which, but there was. I definitely built the bed twice. Y'all didn't need to see that crack, but it is what it is. And my crack was all out. So this just comes from me being handy from all the tools being in my mom's garage growing up. And yeah, just always been handy. Always I did take wood shop in school actually, so that there I will give credit to my wood shop teacher. Even though we didn't make a lot of stuff, it was more of arts and crafts class. Like we did a few wood projects, but most of the stuff we did, I would consider crafts, not woodwork. So, but I actually did take wood shop in school. So, I will credit my teacher for some of the now some of my knowledge. I remembered her name. I'd cite her, but I don't remember her name. But she was good. She was good. She was good. She was good. Trying to figure out where I am here. Looking for a road sign. Here comes a road sign. Trying to guess. Buchanan. This is Virginia still. No, this is Alabama. This definitely this looks more south. Some the landscapes change a lot. So the Mississippi, Alabama, there's not a lot of guardrails. Mississippi, Alabama, it's just road. And then when you get more north, you'll see the roads start changing a little bit. So I'm still getting to know, but don't think this is Alabama either. I'm not sure where Buchanan is. If you know, comment. I'm forgetting. I keep forgetting I'm actually still recording a video. It's getting pretty long. I'm gonna keep at it. Just some driving footage videos. Mountains over there. Yeah, VA with those valleys like that. This here is Connecticut. This is an older video. This is Seaside Park, Connecticut again. That's the ocean there. It was high tide. The other pictures you saw Seaside. You saw the actual sand. So this is what it looks like high tide, and the water comes all the way up to the rocks. But during low tide, the water's out here, and you can actually stand on the sand and whatnot. But this is a high tide at Seaside. This is me driving through my hometown. Well, the town next door to my hometown, Asbury Park, Lake Ave there. So this whole street is a work in progress. So I was recording to show my family how much things had changed, because it doesn't look the same anymore as it used to look. That building had been there forever, but up there, that's like new construction, and there's a lot of new constructions that I hadn't seen, and I was like, I gotta show my family hasn't been home in a while how different things are. This park is new. These are new constructions, so they're making it up nice. So it's pretty cool. That building didn't look like that the last time I had seen it. That building had been there before I left New Jersey, but it definitely wasn't there growing up. City bus there. That church had been there forever. And there's a taxi stand there. You got Alpha's liquor store. You got Bet's Cab. Bet's Cab closed down. If you haven't been in New Jersey in a while, Bet's Cab don't exist no more, as far as I know. Most likely because of Lyft and Uber. That's Old Home. I'm not sure if, I guess it's weird to share that with the public, but yeah, I don't live there anymore, so this is my old stomping grounds. I actually used to live on this block at some point in my life for a long time. My friends used to live in some of these houses. I knew, but they don't live there anymore. A lot of people moved out. So yeah, next video. This is Neptune 2. It's Ocean Grove. It's on the beach. It's one of my favorite spots. If I'm going to the beach, I'm probably parking on this street right here and going in the ocean. This is Ocean Grove Auditorium, where kids that go to Neptune High graduate out of. So my high school graduation was in there. A lot of people get married here. It's a little chapel type thing they have on the beach. That's me driving down to the beach. So yeah, I'd ride my bike down here from the house, and or drive. When I had a bike, I would bike, and when I had a car, I'd drive. And right down to the beach, down to the shore. That's the boardwalk up there, Jersey Shore. Look at, there's a van lifer. Yep, there's another van lifer. So van life isn't as foreign as a lot of people think it is. But this is the Jersey Shore. I miss it so much. I'm letting those videos play because I miss it. I want to go back and be on the beach. I can't wait till the summer. But it looks like that's all I have for y'all just today. Let me see. Did I really click through everything? No way. No way. I probably did. So what we got up in the first row? Oh yeah. So I will wrap it up because I don't have any more content. And just stay tuned for more. So let me go back to seeing myself. So yeah, I'm Jerry, aka Sugar Queen. Follow me on my links here and stay tuned for more van life content. I'm gonna try to get those files and do one more long video, but after that, after I shovel out the rest of my content that I have so far, I'm gonna start fresh and put out some smaller, shorter videos of just what I did for the week or the past few days. So I hope you stuck around this long. And where's my ukulele? I did say that I might play a song for y'all. So I play more than one instrument. And I could have swore there was more pictures in my van. Well, I have more pictures in my van. I just don't have them. Like, I have pictures of more of the finished product and whatnot. So what I'm actually gonna start working on after this video. So I actually play multiple instruments, and I'll try to do a share screen and see if I could share the last track I recorded. But I play a little flute, and I play the tambourine. Where's my tambourine? Anyways, I heard it there. I don't feel like getting back up. Oh, here. So I have the tambourine, harmonica. I play the ukulele, and I also play the clarinet, but I don't have it with me. I wish I did. I'm so sad it's in Mississippi, but I do have a clarinet, and I played clarinet for 3 years in high school. And I'm ending this off with a Sugar Queen music plug, but I am working on releasing some jazzy type projects. So I got writer's block. I don't know why, but the reality is I got writer's block, and when I get the pen to the paper, I just can't solidify a song. But and then there's all these issues with copyrights and beats and whatnot. So like they're like download beats off YouTube and write to them. But then there's usually issues, people get sued and all types of stuff. So they were like, Jerry, make your own instrumentals. So I got some music software to make my own instrumentals. A friend of mine sent me software, Mixcraft 9 to be specific, and Fruity Loops, and there's GarageBand. I tried to make my own beats. I'm not gonna be DJ Khaled overnight. Like, I thought it seemed so easy, like, and the people giving me the software made it seem so easy, but the day that I spent hours trying to make beats, I was unsuccessful, and I was like, I'm going to make my own instrumentals with my own instruments, and this project happened, and I decided that the first thing I'm going to release is an acoustic project, possible